let's take a quick look at regular content because I've been showing video games only, but some people care about the TV as a TV. So let's compare the plasma with the OLED. So what I have here for the settings on the OLED is just, this is an ad, but you can see a face a lot cleaner on the OLED. Definitely those black levels, they show up very nicely. But I can tell you the plasma looks a little bit bloomy on the camera. In front of me it looks less bloomy and actually a lot better in my opinion. So let's move it to the content. So this is a fight, it's free now, so I don't think I would get copyright or for this one. But anyway, it's an amazing fight, the UFC. So on regular content, if you watch TV, there's no 4K TV channels, not that I'm aware of. So the TV is like 720p. So 4K, HDR, that doesn't even matter. Unless you're watching a Blu-ray movie, that's completely irrelevant. So the plasma on the camera right now, I'm looking at the record, it looks, so I'm comparing it with what I'm looking at in front of me and what is on the camera. It looks close, but it looks it's blooming a little bit. I don't see that blooming in front of me. It's glowing. It's glowing. And on the recording, the OLED looks better. It looks better. But in front of me, I prefer the plasma. And why? The plasma has, for example, if I look at the matte, it looks more realistic. It looks like I am there more. Like the illumination on the matte is a lot better on the plasma. In general, the skin tone is better. It looks more realistic. Both fighters, they have different skin tones. It looks more realistic, especially the Chinese girl. It looks too pallid on the OLED. And just to show you the settings on the OLED, I'm not trying to downplay the OLED at all. In terms of brightness, the plasma is brighter. Let's take a look at the OLED settings here. So I don't have black frame insertion on to downplay the brightness. And let's take a look at the settings for brightness and color. Here it is. Brightness. 100% all pixel brightness, 85% contrast, which is the default, and 50% brightness. You don't move this 50% brightness. That affects the colors big time. You cannot move this value at all. Cannot do it down, cannot do it up. Contrast, you can go up, but it affects the colors. I don't recommend it. And I'm using the Gamma BT 1886. You can use 2.4, which is the same on the OLED, or we can do 2.2. So let's be more fair and try to raise that. It is better. BT 1886 is better, but let's just be fair and have it in 2.2. So to see if we can match the picture brightness of the plasma. And let's go to color. Color depth 55. The white balance, it has to be 150, otherwise it's just too blue. There you go. And clarity, I don't have any sharpness, I don't have any true motion, nothing. So you tell me which one looks better. In my opinion, it's a no-brainer. The plasma looks better. Why I say that? We are very sensitive to skin tones. The skin on the plasma TV, the skin tones look more realistic. And that is something that's very easy to judge for me and for anyone really. That's something that we are just sensitive about. Look at the OLED. It looks less alive, less vibrant. And it's not a matter of raising the colors on the OLED, because if I do that, then it doesn't look realistic. It starts to look, you know, disgusting. The plasma has more realistic colors, more vibrant at the same time. The white point is much more nicer. And to watch regular TV, you're not getting 4K HDR anyway. You're not getting, you know, not even 60 frames per second. You're getting like a 24 or 30 hertz signal. For that, plasma all day long. Look at it. I just show you the settings on the OLED. Which one do you prefer? The plasma looks better, in my opinion. It just looks better. And that is I've been trying not to turn on the plasma, because every time I turn on the plasma, I just want to return the OLED. And the OLED is so much better in so many areas for gaming that I'm not going to return it, because I don't need the money. I spend the money because I wanted the TV. But I thought, oh, I'm just gonna, sell the plasma or give it to somebody else, because, the OLED is gonna be so much better. And it is not. It is not better. So I'm gonna keep showing other examples. And side-by-side examples are people like that more. So I'm gonna start showing more side-by-side examples. Like I said, so for example, you see the black levels there on the OLED much better. The difference between the contrast better. So like I said, I didn't want to turn on the plasma again because every time I do that, it's sad. It's sad to me. But I'm gonna start showing more side-by-side examples. So you see, for gaming, for regular content, no brainer. Of course, if you have an HDR Blu-ray movie, the OLED is gonna be like amazing, super impactful. But still, look at it. It's amazing. And the colors are not. So somebody can say, oh no, the OLED is more accurate. I don't care about it. Accuracy. I don't care. So for me, I like the colors to be vibrant and to not be, disgusting. Like, if I raise the color on the OLED, it looks disgusting. I don't like it. But the plasma, for me, everything looks right. I don't see anything that exaggerated. I don't see any lobster faces. I don't see super green trees. I don't see the super blue sky, or nothing is super. Everything looks just right. Just right. For me, for my eyes. I don't have an instrument to test that. But it looks better to me. That's just my opinion. And you can have yours. And the recording, in comparison with what I have in front of me, is not the same, but it's not far. It's not far. I would say in front of me, the OLED looks a lot less vibrant.